For the scapular range of motion exercises, you're going to need a pair of straps, right? You'll need a pair of straps with handles on them. You can use a door anchor if you want to. I have this attached to our ladder here, and I'm going to just take you through the basic exercises. One thing I think is really important to note is when you're doing these exercises, it's really important that you are dropping down and depressing the shoulder. So you're thinking about reaching down through the armpit, and you're trying to isolate the rotator cuff as much as possible. So I'll take you through into each individual piece. Each of these exercises, you're going to do 10 repetitions, 10 to 15 repetitions. Each exercise you do once. You're going to go through this entire circuit, and that is considered one set of this exercise. You will alternate sides for each one. So the first one is the standing external rotation. Your elbow is going to be hugged in towards your side. You're dropping down through your armpit so that you're really isolating the rotator cuff. And what you're going to do is you're going to slowly take the arm out to the side. You're going to be externally rotating this arm, trying to keep this elbow engaged into your side as much as possible so that there's minimal movement aside from the rotation of the shoulder itself. Pick a weight that is light or heavy enough that this is challenging, but you are still able to do all 10 repetitions without any trouble. The second exercise, right, you'll do that on both sides. The second exercise, the hand is behind you, right, with the palm facing in the direction of the anchor. Same thing, you drop down through the armpit and shoulder, and keeping the elbow completely straight, you're going to raise the arm out to the side. Doesn't matter if you raise it too high. You're going to maybe about a 45-degree angle. You'll do 10 of those. Really resist this elevation of the shoulder when you do that. The next set of exercises are in 3 ranges of motion. I am going to show you the middle range of motion and the lower. There's also overhead range. So starting with your arms out to the sides. Actually, let's start at the bottom. Starting with the arms by your sides. The palms are going to be facing forward on the strap. You're going to do 3 different movements here. So you're going to do 10 rotations in one direction. You'll do 10 rotations in the other direction. And then you're going to do 10 pushes, right? You want to be far enough away from the straps so that when you go passive, it's actually pulling your arms slightly backwards. So once you've done 10 of these, the backward and forward, you're going to hold this stretch for about 10 seconds. So once again, that's 10 rotations internally, 10 rotations externally, and 10 pushes back and forth with a 10-second stretch on the last repetition of that exercise. Same thing, you are dropping down through your armpits so that you're isolating the rotator cuff and the scapula. The second set is at shoulder height. If you find that it's hard to depress your shoulders right at a T, lower the arms slightly below shoulder height and it'll make it easier for you to drop your shoulders. Same thing, 10 in one direction, 10 circles in the other direction, and 10 straight and forward, and then you let the stretch hold for 10 seconds on the last set. The overhead one is the exact same thing, and I think it's the hardest one, right? 10 circles in one direction, 10 circles in another direction, and then straight back and forth with a hold of 10 seconds on the last exercise. And that's the finish of that one set.